Hey, what's up? We're lit.
You're watching the Cool TV.
Hey guys, welcome. We're in Hartford, Connecticut over here. Now, we all know Lit Brothers in the band. Is there something that, Lit fans out there that they don't know about in regards to brothers?
I think a lot of Lit fans know that Jeremy and I are brothers. We've been in a band together since we were kids, high school. This whole band's been together that long.
Yeah.
Just like 20 years now,
22 years.
Yeah. But man, I don't know. We're it's all out there. I think we kind of like we've gone through a lot as a band and as brothers in a band together. And if you've been following us,
Yes.
and reading.
I think nowadays, if you follow us on Twitter or Facebook, whatever, you pretty much know what day we do laundry and
Basically,
where we had lunch. So I'm not sure there's anything left out there.
everyone knows that you guys had, troubles outside of the music world, had some problems and whatnot. Your new album, View from the Bottom. Can you just tell your fans, give some advice for them being on the bottom right now, trying to dig out? It seems that you guys have been through it a lot.
Man, that's a tough thing to really answer. I mean, when we wrote that song, we were kind of coming from a personal place after gone through so much as brothers and losing a member of the band, and just at the same time going through the same battles all the American people are going through right now in hard economic times, and watching people struggle, and it's just nothing you could do but gain strength from that and just unity, and we feel like that's sort of our anthem, and it feels like when we play
Broken,
live.
he's talking about.
Yeah, the Broken. I'm sorry, I'm talking about the record. But
That's where the line "View from the Bottom" comes from. It's all there in this song. But I think it's just another way of looking at when you're at the very top. There's only one way to go from there, and the same works for when they're looking at things from the ground. Things can only look up from there, So hopefully people at least take that message. And the whole concept of you can't break the broken. It's just like I think a lot of people get to a point in their life where they just figure, what else can you throw at me? Like I'm still here, so.
At the same time, it's an optimistic. If you look at the album cover, it's us raising our glass, and it's the view from the bottom is like, here we go. We're looking forward, looking up, and here's to us, kind of thing.
Excellent. Here's to you guys, because I am jealous. Pamela Anderson, you guys had the pleasure of walking all over. Is there someone today, in today's music world, that you would love to walk all over? In a nice way.
Yeah, that might be a once in a lifetime that we got. I think we've kind of scored, but yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, can we do it again?
Go back.
Who would you want to walk on?
Oh, it would only be Pamela Anderson right now. I mean, looking at that video, I'm like, wow.
She's very iconic, and I haven't really seen anybody else pull it off the way she has. Like as far as being like our modern day Marilyn Monroe kind of icon. She's a beautiful, awesome lady, and yeah, we're stoked for her.
Wonderful. Now, you guys, 90s band, you must have been listening to some great music back in the 80s. Thus, if you were to go back in time and were able to morph yourself in a band from the 80s, who would that be? Just for one day, who would that be? If anyone,
That's kind of
just to be that
a little
person.
bit of a no-brainer, I think, for me, or probably for both of us. At least for myself, Iron Maiden. I mean, some of the best. Just the live show they put on, to be a part of something like that with all these huge explosions and Eddie coming out. I mean, that was one of the best live experiences ever. Was watching them. So I'd like to be up there with them.
Yeah, I'd take a gig with Maiden, or even go back further and love to do a couple shows in Boston.
They just sound
grow
great.
my mustache and my afro out a little bit, and that's a crazy time. That whole era of just stadiums and shit tons of records and being sold, and just people, just everyone's on the same page. Just rock and roll, great harmonies and melodies and music, and
rock and roll is what it's all about. Now, you guys are lucky enough, which you don't know. we're across the street from this cool train station over here. Well, you don't know that one of the trains is a magical train. After your concert today, you are able to go on that train and go back anywhere you want in time. Where would you go after today's concert? On this magic bus. Wow. Or train.
I can't even decide what shoes to put on in the morning, man. That's a tough one to answer.
Yeah, I'd probably want to go back to the.
Back in time, or actually go forward somewhere. Go forward if you want to change something, or just go back.
I wouldn't mind going back to post-World War II, man, like the swinging years and just kind of
Big band era.
Big band era, yeah, that was good. It seemed like, you know, even though they were coming out of real hard times, they were finding the light side of it and making, you know, making the best of it. It didn't seem like it was really all that bad, man, to be hanging out with all those guys.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, guys. Well, if there is someone that is not able to make it to the concert today, tell us what they're going to be missing.
You're going to be missing just a real rock show coming from a real place that I feel like a lot of shows people go to nowadays might be missing. So they're going to miss out on just big arena rock stuffed into a smaller place and a bunch of dudes that are passionate about what we do and going to bring a big show.
All right, everybody, this is the Cool TV. We're at the Great Hall in Hartford, Connecticut. Lit. Awesome band, guys.
Hey, man.
Thank you very much. It was awesome.
Thank you, brother.
Who's the real king of rock and roll, Elvis or Little Richard?
The two kings of rock and roll for me are Elvis Costello and Elvis Presley, so I'd definitely say Elvis.
Okay. Tom Jones or Tony Bennett?
Tony Bennett.
This one's given already by your answer. Bruce Dickinson or Rob Halford?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Man, I'm going to go with Rob Halford on this one.
Nice.
Just because I'm a bigger fan of Bruce's band,
Yeah.
but as just like metal gods, Rob takes
sure.
it.
Okay. Wendy O. Williams or Courtney Love?
Wendy O. Williams. That was my first like boner. I was seeing those
right.
tits with the pasties on them.
Gone too soon, right?
I was like,
Electrical tape.
yeah. That was
Actually,
kinda-
she lived, give or take, about 20 minutes from here. That's
Oh, wow.
where she used the guns.
She was real deal punk rock.
She
That one.
certainly was, yeah. All right, which song has the better scream? Won't Get Fooled Again or Metal Health?
Won't Get Fooled Again. We use as our intro.
Nice. So that's got to be
So
it.
that
Right?
one.
Okay. Last one. Ozzy Sabbath or Dio Sabbath?
Dio. Ryan James Dio is the king, man. He was
Good answer.
class act, man.
Very few. I mean, some people get it right, but few people get it so right off the bat. Heaven, Hell, Mob Rules, Dehumanizer. All right, guitars. Ready?
Yep.
Richie Blackmore or Yngwie Malmsteen?
Probably Yngwie Malmsteen. I was a fan of both of them when I was a kid. Obviously Rainbow had some great songs, but I mean Yngwie. He made shredding cool, and I'm not a big shredder, and I'm not a big fan of the whole shredder thing. But yeah, Yngwie's got some good melodic stuff.
Do you think he really made a deal with the devil?
I've heard some pretty crazy stories about that guy. I wouldn't be surprised. But
Cool.
whatever worked.
All right, better guitar riff, Johnny Be Good or Satisfaction?
Oh man, I think for my taste, I'd say Satisfaction, but I think Johnny Be Good probably did a lot more for rock and roll and guitar. It kind of set the tone. So
Got it. Cat Scratch Fever or Walk This Way?
Walk This Way,
And last one, Rock You Like a Hurricane or Crazy Train?
Crazy Train for sure.
All right.
But it's hard, man, because I love all that stuff. I love Rock You Like a Hurricane. I love Ted Nugent as well. So it's like choose between awesome and awesome. We're lit.
This is our new video for The Broken on the Cool TV.